start by asking you the same thing that I asked you. Do you think that all this violence is justified, bearing in mind all the reasons that you have to be out on the streets protesting?
The problem with society, especially in this country that we live in at the moment, you can't do nothing that's normal for it to happen right, for there to be a change. You can't. So this is about youths not having a future, not having any kind of possibility of having a future. A lot of these people are unemployed. A lot of these people have their youth centre closed down for years, and they've basically seen the normal things. The bankers getting away with what they're getting away with, making this country losing money how it does. Let's be honest about this. The police being paid money to do things underhanded to get stories for newspapers, nothing really happened to them. The government being done for what they do, what they've done, their expenses, some of them going in prison, the majority of them have been doing it for years. This is the youths actually saying to themselves, guess what? These people can get away with that. Then why can't we tell people how we feel? Look at what you're seeing today. You're not seeing it in one area, you're seeing it right over London. There's a message here. There's a message for the government. They don't care. They ain't even talking about it. They're talking about these thugs, these thugs that. They're not addressing the real problem that the society has. There's no hope for them. And this is their way of reacting. And I feel genuinely sorry for them. These young kids at 18-year-old age, they've got no future, they can't get a job. This is sad. This is a reaction for what the government, not only the Conservative Party now, but the Labour Party that was in power before. They're all in this.
Also, why do you think that all this started after the last Thursday's incident?
Because it's been building up. And the problem is, the government have never ever really been in touch. And that's why that has reacted. And let's be honest, I'll tell you a quick story. 2 dogs died in a car that was owned by the police. They started an inquiry there and then. It was announced that's what they would do. They suspended the officers that was involved. That's what they did. This guy that got shot, whatever got shot, for whatever reason it was, nothing got said. They didn't even go and see the family. And that told everybody in this environment that we're nobody. The youngsters are the ones really are the more braver than the people of my age because they reacted, because they've got nothing to lose. And that, you know what that is? That's a sad indictment on the society that we live in at the moment. That's a sad indictment on Cameron, Clegg, the other one that runs the Labour Party. Every one of them pay a price for that. This is what they've created. And I'm saddened by this because if this is what our youth of today have to do for people to pay attention to them, then we're finished as a country. We genuinely are. We want to go to other countries and fight wars, and we've got a major problem in our own. It's a disgrace.
You also said that this is not a movement of black people.
No, it ain't.
Do you think this is a movement of immigrants, or
this is a movement of the youth, the young people of today saying, guess what, mister? I've got no voice, no future, no leadership. This is what this is about. And if we don't take it serious, do you know where it's going to escalate? It'll go out of London, it'll start happening in other areas. It's happening in Birmingham now, it's going to happen in Liverpool, in Manchester. All these places are deprived. What have we done to our society now? We've taken all the funding of the things, the actual foundation that makes these people real. We're taking it all off them. I'll tell you another thing, right? In this country, they have done so many drug dealers. They've seized their possessions. Where's it gone? It's gone back to the Treasury. Instead of giving it to the environment that it's come from to actually build it, they've taken it back. What to feed what? To feed what the bankers have done? And the bankers have nothing? They're frightened to take them on? This is all what this is about. This is people saying they've had enough. And you know what? Look at the society, the areas in which these are happening. They're poor areas. They're not happening in Chelsea and Kensington where there's money. They're not happening in places like these because these people are very wealthy. And this is the sad part of what's gone on today. And you see this weekend. And you know something else? I'm saddened by all of this because all of this is a price these people have. They have to sacrifice their own environment for them to be heard. You can't live like that. You can't.
Yeah.
And that's what's sad. Sorry, brother. Go on.
No, no problem. Also, as I asked him, do you think, obviously it's always hard to predict the future, but do you think that we will see more like this on the next days?
You possibly will, because it's got a reaction. Not the right one, but it's actually got the reaction. It's got you here, it's got the press talking to people like me, normal people and other people like that. It's got a reaction. It will possibly happen again. You know why it will? Because the government that we've got in this country at the moment and the ones that we've had in the past will not listen. Do you know why they won't listen? Because they don't live and breathe this. Their kids don't live and breathe this. And that's the biggest problem. If they lived and breathed this, they'd be different. They would genuinely maybe listen to what should really happen. This is not a movement. This is people crying out for help. It's nothing more than that. And if they don't take it serious, what are we going to do? Bring up a generation of no-hopers? Because this is what we're creating, man.
Thank you so much. Thank
No
you so much,
problem.
my friend.